Okay, recall what you learned from yesterday. If this forms an X and the two are opposite each other, those are called vertical angles. And again, vertical angles are equal. So on these, you set them equal to each other. 4x equals 112, and you use that to solve your one-step equation. Divide off that 4, and you get x equals, go off to the side if you need to, 112 divided by 4. 4 goes into 11 two times, and that gets your remainder of 3. Bring down that 2. 4 goes into 32 8 times exactly, so there is no remainder. You could stop. So the answer is 28 degrees is your x. Alright, so the question is, how many degrees are in every triangle? Degrees meaning these angles added up. So let's figure out how many degrees triangles have. If I took this piece, this is this, and I chopped it off, and I lined it up, I took this piece, which is this corner, that angle, and I lined it up next to it. And then I took this piece, which is this one right here, chopped it off, and I lined it up, turned it around, and lined it up with the others. If you look, it forms a straight line. So that straight line, meaning 180 degrees. So this right here is 180 degrees. Now what that is this piece was this one, this, and that one was that. So you could figure out that all angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So copy it down. All angles of any triangle, no matter what size or shape, add up to 180 degrees. Okay, so if we know all three angles add up to 180 degrees, that means 2x plus 50 plus 70 is going to set equal to 180. So you've set up the equation, now we just solve. So let's collect like terms. We're going to collect those. So 2x stays, and 50 plus the 70 add up to 120. And of course that's equal to the same 180. So now we just need to draw our barrier and solve. Now the zombie's here, so we need to get rid of the 2 and the 120. First, we subtract and write it on both sides. So now this is gone. So now we have 2x left over on this side equals, and 60 left over on that side, because 180 minus 120. Next step, we divide by 2 on both sides to get rid of that 2. That means x equals 30 degrees. So that x is 30 degrees. Okay, next one. They add up to 180. This box we know means a right angle, which is exactly 90 degrees. So 3x plus 90 plus 45 equals 180. Okay, collect like terms. We're just collecting these that you could add up. 3x plus, that's 135, equals 180. Okay, next step. Zombies right here. So we're going to divide by 3 last. We're going to subtract first. That's minus 135. So now we have 3x left over on this side, because this is now gone, equals, and this side is going to be 45, because 180 minus 135 is 45. Last step, divide by 3 and write it 2 times. Write that fraction bar in there for division. So x equals 45 divided by 3 is 15, and put that degree sign on it. Make sure it doesn't look like 150. All right, find the value of x. So another easy one. They're going to always add up. So x plus 40 equals 180. Well, if I have x plus x, that's just 2 x's. That's plus 40 equals 180. So now we just have a two-step equation to solve. Let's subtract 40 from both sides. We subtract first. And then you have 2x left over on this side and 140 left over on that side. I don't want 2 x's, I want 1. So draw that fraction bar for division. And x equals 2 goes into 14 7 times. And add that 0 back on there. And that is, of course, degrees. So 70 degrees. So we could test it. That's 70, that's 70, that's 140 plus 40 more, 180. So we're set. All right. So let's add up. 5x plus, of course, this is 90. You got to add 3 angles. Plus 15, 3 items, equals 180 degrees. So let's collect like terms. Let's put these together. That gets you 5x plus 90 plus 15 is 105, and set it equal to 180. Now you have your two-step equation. Your zombies right here. So now you got to get rid of the 5. You got to save the 5 and save the 105. So let's subtract those off. What you have is 5x left over on this side equals 75 on that side. So let's write it. Divide by 5. Divide by 5 because I only want 1x. So 75 divided by 5. There's 1, 2, bring down the 5, and that gets you an even 15. So that is 15 degrees. Okay, 3 items to add up. 2x plus 62 plus 48 equals 180. So let's collect like terms. 2x plus, and the 62 plus 48 gets you 110 equals 180. Now we're going to solve that two-step equation. Minus 110 on both sides. That gets you left over 2x over here, and 180 minus 110 is 70. Last step, I don't want 2 x's, I just want the 1. So then you have 70 divided by 2, which is 35, and put your degrees on there. So that means this angle is 70 degrees right there. All right, 4x plus the 90-degree angle plus 71 equals 180. 4x, these right here, add up to 161 degrees, and that is 180. Draw that barrier. So we've got to solve and get that x by itself. So I got to get rid of the 4 and the 161. The 161 is first every time. You got to subtract first. So you have 4x equals 19. Okay, so now we have this. Divide by 4, divide by 4. So let's go off. 19 divided by 4. 4 goes into 19 4 times because that is 16. Your remainder is 3. Because we have a remainder, we need to add a 0 and a decimal. So put that decimal in there. 4 goes into 37 times. So that is 28 with the remainder of 2. Add a 0. And 4 goes into 25 times. So your final answer, x equals 4.25. 0.75 degrees. They don't have to come out even, but keep dividing. Add those zeros and the decimal place. Okay, next, start on your homework.